Today another question from MySQL series, the medium level question. So we have to find the loyal customers. Okay, so we have a single table, the customer transactions, which contain the transaction ID, customer ID, transaction date, amount, and the type of transaction. Okay, so we have 5 column in which the transaction ID is uniquely identify the table so that it is a primary key, we can say. So let's start what the question asks. To find the loyal customer, a customer is considered loyal if they meet all the following criteria. Okay, so the criteria is made at least 3 purchase transaction, okay, have been active for at least 30 days, and their refund rate is less than 20%. Cool. And the refund rate is proportion of transaction data refunds calculated as the number of refund transaction divided by the total number of transaction, the purchase plus refund. Okay, and the order by in customer ID ascending order. Perfect. So we have a table transaction ID, customer ID, transaction date, amount, and the transaction type. And output they want only the customer ID who have the certain who follow the certain criteria. Okay, so let's see the explanation. So for the customer 101, the transaction ID purchase transaction have 4, refund transaction 0, and the less than, which is 20%, and the active period is 46 days. Okay, so it is loyal. So just like same, we have to identify those ID who follow the criteria. So let's see. First we start from our very basic. So for the 30-day transaction, like the active at least 30 day, we have to find the minimum and the maximum date for each customer ID, and then we have to find the difference from both date, and if the difference is greater than equal to 30, then we can say we can follow this first condition, okay. And let's see what we can do next. So the minimum transaction date as minimum date. So first we can take the customer ID. Now the maximum transaction date as maximum date. Okay, and we have to count those transaction type where the transaction type is refund for the each customer ID, then only we calculate the refund rate. Okay, so some case when so much necessary to understand the what the question asks and how we have to solve the question. Okay, so when it asks for the refund rate, we should understand we have to calculate the refund count and the total count, then only we get the refund rate. Okay, so the transaction type equal to refund, then 1 else 0, and as refund count. Okay, if we count the refund count we have calculated, so we have to count the total, so as total count. Okay, and these come from which table? From the customer transactions table. Okay, and the very simple, we have to group by the customer ID. And one more thing, if you observe here, like the made at least 3 purchase transaction. Okay, so we have to calculate the total count should be greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so we explicitly using having we the perform our condition which is greater than 3. Okay, so now make this table as a temporary table so that we use this table for our desired output. Okay, so with aggregate table. Okay, So select the customer ID from AGG, like the aggregate table, where we have to calculate the difference, which should be greater than like the 30 days. Okay, so where the date diff from the maximum date comma minimum date should be greater than and equal to 30. Perfect. And another condition is the refund rate should be less than 20%. Okay, so round something to, so we have to refund count divided by total count and comma 2 for the two decimal places, and should be less than 0.2. okay, we can use like 20 by 100, both are same thing, so for the simplicity we can use 0.2 for the 20%, and like the order by the customer ID in ascending order. Okay, so no need to write ASC. Okay, it automatically understand if we are not mention any, so it means we trying to order by the following requirement in ascending order. Okay, so now run this and let's see what it return. Okay, so if you see here, we allow all the condition, we follow all the condition which we have to follow. Now submit this and let's see what it return. Are we going in a right direction or not? Okay, so perfect. Okay, so all the test cases passed, and I hope you guys understand this. If you observe, like we are solving medium level question in a very basic way. Okay, so like our thinking is going on one step above. Okay, we can say we understand what the question asks. If we have to solve hard question, we can solve either. Okay, so right now we follow some more question from the medium level question. Okay, then we start from the hard level. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for the next video.